is 1 in 9.2 quintillion chance, according to certain mathematics, that you will pick a perfect bracket. If we can go ahead and put that one up there with my favorite movie in the background. 1 in 9.2 is 1.92 with 17 zeros. That is your odds of picking a perfect bracket. Well, Brent, I'm not Albert Einstein. Help me break that down. 1 in 9.2 quintillion odds is basically the equivalent. So there is 7.5 quintillion grains of sand on the entire planet Earth, which means that if I made you pick from all the desert in all of the world and you had one chance to pick 1 grain of sand and get that correct, you still have a 23% better chance than picking a perfect bracket because there's only 7.5 quintillion grains of sand on the Earth, and it's a 9.2 quintillion odds that you get this done according to that mathematics and those stats. To even try to further break this down, as we're going to go ahead and cut to one more, I'm going to get to a lot of the stuff quick here in the first part. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sahara Desert. Pretty big. The Sahara Desert, just so you know, makes up 10% of Africa, 8% of Earth. It is still only 15% of all the desert in all the world. So if I told you right here, looking at the desert there, if I said you had one chance to pick 1 grain of sand, you still would have to multiply this 6.5 times more and use all of that and scour all of that sand all over the planet, and you have one chance to pick the one proper little speck grain of sand. That would be the equivalent of you getting all of these games correct all the way down to the finals, including the score. It is statistically the dumbest thing you'll ever have to worry about. It's not possible. It won't happen. You won't be able to do it. It's 1 grain of sand on the entire planet is still a better chance. Now, other people have argued, as there's been more kind of brought into it, they're saying like, well, technically, some of these games aren't really, 50-50 odds. Some of these are better because of the higher seeding, lower seeding. And so some people say it's anywhere from 1 in 46 billion to 120 billion. So yeah, awesome. That's okay. Now it's much, that's no problem at all. I should just be able to figure that shit out on a Tuesday. I mean, only 1 in 120 billion. I still think it's 1 in 19.2 quintillion, especially nowadays, because it's getting harder and harder